All right, we're right about to begin the women's singles quarterfinal between Jiaqi Zheng, playing out of ICC, one more ICC player, and Wang, playing out of the Seattle Pacific Table Tennis Club in the state of Washington. Corey, it should be an interesting matchup with contrasting penholder shake hands righty-lefty.
Yeah, so is what we got here, Sean, is we have like the USA killer in Wang Bo. I mean, she's went through the whole team so far. She beat Wu Yue, which to you guys in the Northeast, that is Jennifer. And she beat her in the group stages. And then last night in an absolute thriller on court number 3, or maybe court number 4, she beat Lily Zhang, deuce in the 7th. That had, man, there are hundreds of people around the court. Just went rows and rows and rows and rows deep. Everybody clapping and cheering. The points were unbelievable fast, and Wang Bo pulled it out. So hopefully Jiaqi can revenge the losses of her teammates, or else that'll be the trifecta. She will have successfully went through our entire team by herself.
And Jiaqi, along with Jennifer Wu and Lily Zhang, will be representing the U.S. in the Pan Am Games coming up this summer. Jiaqi, no stranger to the later rounds at the U.S. Open, winning a silver medal a couple years ago in Milwaukee. I do know, Corey, that Jiaqi has been dealing with a little bit of an arm injury. You can see her kind of stretching her arm out right now. And she said it had started to go up on her shoulder as she's been kind of trying to protect the forearm. But she definitely...
Where on her arm is the injury, Sean?
I think it was originally more wrist and forearm, and she didn't really slow down much the weeks coming in. She didn't take a rest. She thought she could work her way through it, and then it started to give her a little more difficulty. In her latest thing she was mentioning at the beginning of the tournament was she could feel it in her shoulder. So, but at the same time, she's so eager to do exceptionally well at this event. She feels she's competitive with all the top women, so sometimes those slight injuries can keep that focus that much sharper.
Yeah.
You don't end up going outside your comfort zone because you know that might put you in a riskier situation. Not really a lot of long rallies here, which you wouldn't expect when Jiaqi is playing with the pips out penholder style. She's trying to finish the point as quickly as possible. Oh, that was a beautiful off the bounce forehand smash. And Jiaqi has benefited from the Bob Chen and the Wang Jingsen training sessions at ICC coming into this camp.
Yeah, I know she practiced quite a bit with Taowen Zhang as well.
I think if you go to the ICC Facebook page, you can see a number of videos of the entire ICC core getting ready for the Open, as well as multiple tournaments. And here is a group cheering for all the players, so continue to follow that group along with all the other clubs that are part of our national system. And Jiaqi really just kind of put the hammer down. Controlled the ball, got one or two good combination attacks, but Wang Bo unable to really get anything going.
Yeah, Sean, it's hard to play Jiaqi because her short game is really good. And the ball that comes off her forehand and the ball that comes off her backhand are so different because her backhand with the reverse penhold backhand, so we'll just call it the RPB, has a side topspin. And so it's kind of weird because it comes at you and has a little bit of a curve to it. And then her forehand is so flat with the short pips.
That it's
so
just
it takes a second to kind of get used to. I mean, Wang Bo is going to for sure play better than that. That wasn't very good. But part of it is because Jiaqi's game, it just takes some getting used to. And we're going to see some really good points here because Wang Bo is a heck of a player. I mean, watching her play Lily last night was so exciting. All the points were awesome. So don't think that was Wang Bo's best because it was not. She just takes some getting used to here.
Beautiful off the bounce. Jiaqi, as you said, Corey, really quick to drop shot that serve and then jump on a soft opening. Great combination by Jiaqi. Always after she makes that first smash, she's ready to keep attacking, moving forward onto the table. Corey, have you ever noticed if Jiaqi will play a traditional penhold backhand, or is it always RPB on the backhand side?
I've never seen her play a traditional penhold
No,
backhand.
like take the pips and just drop it.
No.
Just off the bounce, almost Lily Zheng is taking it off the bounce.
No. I mean, I'm not saying she can't do it. I'm just saying I've never seen her do it.
There it is. Look at that, right off the bounce. Oh, what a great smash. Just got around to pick up after off the bounce, the backhand off the bounce, and then bang. That ball could not breathe 1 inch. It got up to net height and it was gone.
Wang Bo is just out of sorts. She can't find any weakness in Jiaqi's game at all right now. Jiaqi's playing so solid off both sides, and anything that Wang Bo is hanging even a little bit, Jiaqi is just pummeling.
Jiaqi just a tad more offensive on that backhand, really moving the ball around. Wang Bo playing a little more catch-up, just happy to keep the ball in play and staying away from Jiaqi's forehand. Oh, that ball almost made it. Nice playing out to the backhand, then out to the forehand, wide to the backhand, then Jiaqi tries to take that final one off the bounce. That is so nice. Quick drop shot, lifting up.
Well, Coach Doru George must be pretty happy with what he sees so far, Sean.
Yeah, so far it's just gone according to plan, with Jiaqi controlling the angles, playing offensive but not going too wild. Wang Bo went for a little bit more offense on the last couple shots, but Jiaqi, as you said earlier, Corey, such a nice drop shot on the serve return, getting some initial or easy setups.
She's going to have to start. Her serves right now are just going a little bit too short. She's going to have to start serving a little bit longer. She doesn't have any real power, it looks like, long ball. Placement's pretty good, pretty consistent.
As a lefty, I'm wondering why Wang Bo doesn't challenge Jiaqi out wide on the forehand. Maybe some deep chop serves, or even maybe with heavy side spin, because Jiaqi's really only going to have one option, which is to pick hit it really hard. She's not going to slow spin it. So
if it goes fast, she'll hit it, but if it's half long, she'll slow spin it a lot of the time.
A little lift up.
Yeah, she can generate a little bit of spin with the pips. Not a ton, but she can generate some spin.
Because every time Wang Bo serves short, she's almost facing a mini serve coming right back at her with that drop shot. See, that's what I would think, is get that ball out to Jiaqi's forehand and get away from her backhand opening, which is allowing her to take it down the line or out cross court. Sometimes just the lesser of two evils, better opportunity. So tough when Jiaqi makes that first backhand re-loop over the table.
Yeah, because the ball, she really gets some net clearance on that backhand. It really goes up and really bites down. She's loading that thing up.
Let's see if Wang Bo decides to move things around. Whoa, that was some white line over there on the backhand. Cross-court attack.
See, that's what I was talking about there with the little spin.
Seemed to be a ball that she could step around.
Yeah, well, she could. She'll more spin that ball unless she feels a threat that somebody's going to go after that ball with a lot of power. But I don't think she feels like that playing against Wang Bo, that there's going to be a lot of power. So she'll just keep spinning that ball until she gets a ball that's up, and then she'll drive through it.
Garrett Greer, Steve Marcy, control desk, please. Trouble with your paperwork. Garrett Greer, Steve Marcy.
Great shots by both players. Jiaqi went for the final big forehand, but that was only after a number of forehand cross-court down the lines. That ball clipped the edge of her racket on the backhand loop. Just a little bit too slow to get around that ball. That just looked like a standard play. Jiaqi with the side spin. Serve out wide to the forehand, then a quick loop right off the backhand, but ball more to the center of the table than she had hoped for. Jiaqi finished first in the recent U.S. World and Pan Am team trials that were held in Texas Wesleyan, Fort Worth. So she has mentioned her ultimate goal of playing in the Olympics, and qualifying for the Pan Ams will give her a shot if she can win the women's singles up in Toronto later this month. Nice change of spin there on the serve. Jiaqi taking a little bit of spin off. Wang having difficulty keeping the ball low enough to the table. And now Jiaqi changing the serve to heavy underspin. Wang not pleased with herself at all, especially at 6-all. Trailing 2-0 in this women's quarterfinal action match. That's so scary, Corey, to be looping the ball and having Jiaqi just start pounding and smashing the ball right off the bounce.
Yeah, but you feel like you're the one attacking, and then all of a sudden you get a ball being ripped in your face.
It's not like you can even really move your feet at that point. You just hope that you can create a little bit of a backswing. That's a nice wristy backhand that's just loaded with spin. Wang has that backhand wide out to the forehand shot. She's finally finding her range on it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is more of the Wang that we saw last night, Sean. Not a lot of power, but her placement is unbelievable. She can go anywhere, especially with that backhand.
Jiaqi took advantage of that ball as it popped up off the net. Nice controlled forehand smash. Now 1 point away from extending her 2-0 lead. Wang almost handed it to her directly without any help from Jiaqi by missing her own serve. Wow, nice drop shot. Good location. So a pair of fours and an 11-9 victory for Jiaqi Zheng to hopefully jump into the women's singles semifinals here at the US Open. Playing against Wang from SPTTC in Seattle.
In the corners, being in the coaches' corners for Jiaqi Zheng, she's got U.S. women's national team coach for a lot of years now, Doru George, And for Wang Bo, she's being coached by Li Bo Chao. He played for the Shandong provincial team. And so it makes me think, because they live on opposite sides of the country, that maybe Wang Bo comes from Shandong as well, and that's how they know each other.
And Jiaqi's been a California girl for a while.
Yeah.
First, I want to say starting at maybe the ping pong dojo, and then now she's been a member of Team ICC.
For you guys watching at home, you'll see Jiaqi serving with the red side of her paddle, which is the smooth side. And then as she's getting into a ready position to receive the next ball, she flips and she twiddles her racket and uses her black side on her forehand, which is the short pips.
So she's really getting the best of both worlds with a heavy forehand serve, instantly throwing it over to get the pips out on the forehand, but then having the inverted for the backhand off the bounce.
Yeah.
Reverse penhold backhand or RPB. And she can take that backhand both down the line and cross court.
That's the little spin I was talking about, Sean. If you send it out wide to her forehand, she'll do. And she can safely do that against Wang Bo because Wang Bo is not threatening her with a lot of power on that first ball after her serve.
And Jiaqi's been able to neutralize the short serves again, or the high serves with her forehand smash. And that's one of the beauties of using the pips on a serve return. So the amount of spin really doesn't grab on, so she can softly just toss that ball over and take a lot of spin and pace off the ball. Again, Corey, that's why I was thinking that Wang Bo might opt to serve a little bit more out to get out of that handcuffed position where she has to be over the table with Jiaqi ready to smash on the forehand side. Deep pushes, deep serves often work really well against pips out hitters because they don't have that margin or that arc that you'd normally have to bring the ball down when they're smashing. Beautiful step around there by Jiaqi, and it'd make a lot of sense right now for her to really focus in on these next 2 points to see if she can even up this fourth game and put some real pressure on Wang Bo. Oh, Wang Bo again. That's what we saw last night.
We saw a lot of that shot last night
against Lily, where Wang Bo able to really keep that ball in front of her and take that backhand off the bounce and really spin through it.
Yeah, she really took the ball way out in front of her body and spun that ball out wide, kind of coming around the outside of the ball a little bit.
Full extension. Now Jiaqi trailing 4-7. That first ball, when Jiaqi's looping it with pips, it's really tough to gauge the exact amount of spin. As you said, Corey, she can make some, but you're just not used to a heavy ball. It's coming at you with a lot of a stroke behind it, but the ball doesn't have that much spin, so it's easy to hit it early and fly it off the end. Again, Jiaqi.
You could even see there, Sean, she does create some spin. You saw her miss the ball long, and Coach Libo Chow called a timeout for Wang Bo. Sees that Wang Bo is losing a little bit of her momentum there. That was a pretty easy ball that she missed there.
Right. Usually against a pips out player, you often think that the reason you're missing shots is there's no spin on the ball, but a lot of the time it's just due to the shortness of timing that you have. You don't get to take a full backswing. The ball's on top of you, and then on top of it, there's not that much spin to use to play against. So it does seem that Jiaqi's really been mixing it up well, returning serve extremely well with the short drop shots, and then opening up when she can, and then following with that backhand off the bounce. Jiaqi's got to feel like she's got the green light here to take some risks. Maybe be a little aggressive on the serve. You can see her grabbing her shoulder, just trying to work her muscles out a little bit. There was the deep serve. Jiaqi lifted it off the end. That's the thing. If Jiaqi tries to spin a side top with the pips, I don't see it being that scary. Whereas if she goes for a crack, well, then you just served into a buzzsaw. Ooh, that was I was going to say an ugly shot. I'm really not sure what happened.
It looks like she was in between what shot she was going to do, and then the ball was on her, and she just kind of
did two shots with kind of a loop and a hit. Really nice, Corey. As they were going into that point, I was just imagining Wang Bo trying to line up that backhand wide out to the forehand. Jiaqi didn't give her any angle to work with. Kept it a little more towards the center of the table.
Yeah, Sean, it looks like Wang Bo doesn't have a punch, a backhand punch. That would be a really effective shot against that forehand flip.
That time she was able to get into a little bit of a backhand. But again, she started out with a somewhat deep serve. Maybe that's what...
She would rather deal with a little lift out with the short pip, Sean, than the drop shot.
The drop shot's just neutralizing her offense, and no one likes to have to play a push off of their serve. Oh, and that's a nice, really nice down the line side chop serve.
She tried the same serve again.
Oh, excellent play by Jiaqi Zheng. Able to keep the forehands low and not going for the big attack, but quick forehand to the backhand and then one more backhand down the line. Wang Bo unable to take that ball out cross court. Now we're at deuce here in game 4, women's singles quarterfinals. Jiaqi just reached for that last ball. Got the opening that she wanted, but unable to keep that ball low on the table. Nice third ball attack off of a ball that popped up. Oh, that's a beautiful third ball attack by Wang Bo. Again, starting with a serve out to the forehand. Jiaqi makes a control loop. Wang Bo taking a little bit more of a risky offensive move, hoping just to extend this match into a 5th game. A lot of patience there, Corey. Nice opening. Didn't rush the backhand, but just focused on the placement, able to get into Wang Bo's elbow area. Number of fans with cell phones getting videos of the match, I'm sure. And now Jiaqi, match point with the serve. Excellent play by Jiaqi Zheng. Patented third ball attack to take Wang Bo out of women's singles here in a very convincing 4-0 victory. Last 2 games being decided by 2 points. So Jiaqi Zheng will be going into the women's singles semifinals, which will be played this evening